Hello everyone, OG Media here. So guys, recently I talked about us going on a series of mastering our OBS studio. Now this is the day one of it. So kindly follow if you're not following so you can get the rest of it. Now, when you download your OBS, this is how the interface is going to be. This place, your source will be empty. You will have a scene here, just one, because it cannot be left empty. Now, this is what you're going to do. You're going to move down to this studio mode and click on this studio mode, and that is where you will be able to have your preview feed here and then your program field here, making it look like a professional setup. So this is how your interface will then look like when you activate the studio mode. Now we are going to talk about the interface of the OBS studio so we can know what every single function does in it. Now, let's come down to this place. Firstly, our first is the file. When you click on this file, it brings out other settings here. Now, this file here, under it, you see show recordings. This is where you will find any recording you have made. Once you click on it, it will take you to your file explorer, showing you the location of where your recordings are being saved. That is the function of this show recording. Then the next one is Remux. Now, Remux is you changing the format or at which you recorded something initially. For example, if you recorded something with MP3 format, if you want to change it to MP4 format, this Remux is what you will use to convert it from MP3 to MP4 without having to record it all over again. And then we have these settings. We have our settings. It is where we find other advanced settings on the OBS studio, like our output, our streaming setup, our audio setup, video setup, resolution, and all. That is what this settings is for. And then the same thing as this settings folder and show profile folder, they are they'll take you to a file inside your system where OBS saves settings inside your file explorer. So if I should click on it now, it will take me to, okay, let's take a look at this show file settings. Now you see it will take me to where OBS is being saved inside my system. Now the same thing goes for the show profile folder. Now this exit is if you want to quit the OBS software from operating in your system. Now the next one is our edit. Now edit, all of it here you see undo, redo, copy, paste duplicate, copy filter, paste filter, transform, other, preview scaling, lock preview, and advanced audio settings. Now these are what helps you edit your input from the undo, the redo, the copy, the paste, the transform, the order, and the scaling. So these are what helps you edit whatever upload you sent to your OBS studio. And we are still going to talk more on that one as we advance in the class. Now the next one is the view. Now under the view, you have the first one, we have reset UI. Reset UI. Now this helps you to reset your OBS interface. If by adventure you have added so many things to your OBS studio and you do not like how it looks anymore, you want to take it to the way it was when you first installed it. The moment you click on reset UI, every other added um docs or tabs will be removed. Let me say, for example, you install a plugin that comes in form of a doc or a tab. The moment you click on reset UI, it will automatically take them off, and you'll be left with just the initial interface of the OBS. And now we have this full screen interface. Now, full screen interface, this helps you fit your OBS to full screen without showing other open software below. So, for example, now take note of this. Now, you observe here, down here, I have other tabs here that are still showing here. Now, if I should click on full screen interface, I'll have just my OBS showing on the full screen. Other tabs will not be showing, or other softwares will not be showing. If I should click on it again, everything will appear back. So that is the function of that one. And then we have this scene list and grid mode. Now this helps you change the view of your scene, your scene space, either the list or the grid form. So we are going to talk more about this on another class, but just take note of this one, this scene list mode. And then we have this dock toolbar. Dock toolbar. Now this is to show and remove the tool function or the toolbar of every editable dock or space. Now, I want you to observe something. This is activated. If I should deactivate this, you will observe that there's nothing here again. Observe this place, this space. Once I come down to view, the dock toolbar, as I activate it, it is back here. The functions to edit any source here or scene here, it was removed the moment I deactivated it. And when I activated it back, it came back. Observe again, it went, it came back. Now we have the source toolbar. If I should now look at the source, this is the source dock. If I should activate the source, something went off here. Observe, okay, observe this place now, up here. See, it has come back. These properties and filter and the image information or the file information. Observe it again. It went off. Then it is back on. So that is the function of that. And then we have this status bar. Okay, no, source icon. Now observe this icon, this image icon, and this system icon. The moment I deactivate this, you no longer have it here. If I should activate it, it shows. So that is the function of that one. Then the next one is status bar. Now let me quickly explain this one before I activate it or deactivate it. Now if you look at this place where you have this one, this stands for the bar, your network strength. If it shows green, it means your network is good. If it shows red, it means your network is bad. If it shows orange or yellow, it means your network strength is fair, not strong, not bad, just trying to survive there. And then is this shows the duration of how long, the duration you have been streaming or you have streamed. This is for recording. You see, I am currently recording with my OBS Studio. That is why you can see it is counting like this. It is 9 minutes. And then we have, this is the CPU usage. This shows you the percentage at which your OBS Studio is using your CPU. And then this is your frames per second. We are currently running on 30 frames per second. Now, if I should deactivate this status bar, you will observe that it has gone off. When I activate it, it is back there. So that is the function of this. And then this is statistics. This helps us see or get an overview of the operation of OBS on our system. So this shows us the reports of your operation in your OBS studio. Then we have multi-view. Now, multi-view, okay, for the purpose of time, I'm going to be referring us to some videos on my page. So we just go there and so we can learn more about it. So we don't waste more time because we still have other softwares to like vmix and others to learn about. So for this multi-view, I have a video for this multi-view, how to activate it, how to make use of it, and how to assign a key to use it as a function when doing a production. So what this multi-view does is that it helps you gather your scene at the same time as if you are using a video mixer or a video switcher. So you'll be able to view all your scenes or all your input at the same time and then transition them one after the other as you wish. So that is what it does. So if for example I display it now, let me put it on a new window. This is how it is. So if I have something here, I have something here, I have something here, I can always move it and move it, change it like your preview, your program, and then every source will be added here. And then you can switch them interchangeably. So that's the multi-view. So you can check my page for the video of it. And then we have here always on top. Now this helps you place your OBS Studio at the top of every software opened on your system, and it cannot be overlaid by any of those systems. So once I click on always on top, even if I open another software, it cannot overlay the OBS. The OBS will be at the surface. That is what always on top is. Then let me see. Okay, lastly, let's talk about this dock because I don't want the video to be long, so we can learn and then practice, so we can follow up on our next video on it. So next is this dock. Then we have lock docks. Now let me quickly explain something. Now you see, this whole space here is called a dock. This whole space is called a dock. This whole space is called a dock. Now, since for example, I want to move this whole dock, this space here. Once I double tap on it, you see now I am moving a dock. If I want to place it back, I will dock it right here. Now, if I should go back to this dock and lock dock, this cannot move again. This will not be movable. So that is what it does, lock dock. And then we have full height dock. Now, for some of you that may be experiencing this particular thing, you may not know what to do currently. This is what is happening. Once I activate full height dock and I move this one, observe this now, this thing, and I move this like this, you see, it will give me this full height like this. Now I will not be able to take it back to the normal um okay. I can now put everything in full height like this. So once I deactivate this full height dock, they will no longer be on full height again. So this is how they will now be. no longer on Fuite. So that is what this Fuite dock does. And then this reset dock is the same thing as the reset UI that we talked about under the view. And then the next one is custom browser dock. Now this is for adding an external dock or plugin that comes in form of docks or that are dockable. Now there are some plugins in OBS that when you install them, they will appear here as a dock. So this custom browser dock is what you will use to add those kind of plugins. For example, there is this OBS source dock. There's a video on that on my page, OBS source dock, whereby you can make your OBS have this interface like vmix that your upload will be showing separately. There's a video on that on my page on how to use this custom browser dock, so you can refer to that video and watch it and understand it better. So that is what this does. And then we have this scene, the source, the audio mixer. Now if I want to take out, now observe this one, observe this is out. The scene dock is no longer there. The scene dock is no longer there. If I activate it, it is back on. So that is what it does for all of this. Now this is the scene dock, this is the source dock, this is the audio mixer dock, this is the scene transitions dock, and this is the control dock. That is everything here. And then the same thing, these statistics that just like we saw on our view tab, the same thing. And then this title is, this is an external dock, actually a, a plugin downloaded. Now if you are using your OBS for the first time, you will not actually see this, and you will not actually see this and this. These are external plugins. So when we start downloading plugins on our OBS, we'll talk about this and this. So if your OBS is new, it's going to stop here under these statistics. Now I hope we get this video, and if there's any other question, you can drop it in the comment section or come into my DM. I'll be waiting there to respond. So now we are going to stop here on this doc. On our next class, we'll move further to learning the interface of the OBS Studio. So thank you for following this video. See you on our next episode of Mastering Your OBS Studio. If you are coming across this for the first time, kindly follow, share the video for others to see it, and like also. Bye.